All right, welcome into Better in Green. I am Wyatt here with Ethan. As you can see, Ben is still out. No update yet. We are recording on Wednesday. He went to the hospital on Tuesday night, expecting his firstborn child. So our thoughts and prayers are over to Ben. We miss you, but the show must go on. So send your thoughts over to Ben. We'll give you guys updates whenever we have updates. So I'm very excited to see him and welcome a new person to his family. But Ethan, welcome here. How about that Lions win last night?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Ben needs a lot of thoughts and prayers right now because his daughter, I believe,
Yep.
his newborn daughter is just witnessed her first Chiefs loss. So yeah, thoughts and prayers to Ben. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, we're very happy for Ben and his family. Um, yeah, Lions.
What a win.
Super Bowl, baby.
What a win. Yeah, it's Super Bowl or bust now. So
Yeah.
Chiefs are in some trouble. Andy Reid's job is on the line. Oh boy.
And how about that Patrick Mahomes injury?
Yeah, and 4 picks. Jeez. Not good. Not good.
Sorry, Ben. It's never too late to convert.
It's never too late. Golf is a new Mahomes in the league.
Yeah.
Well, we got college football, and we are just going to do a one-game preview, the biggest game of the weekend. We have Alabama, number 3 or number 4, depending on the poll you're looking at, against number 11, Texas. We usually do a couple plays on Friday of college football, but this one's big, and we will have blogs out. They're probably already out by the time you're watching this on the remainder of the big games for college football. So make sure you go read these. Read those on our website. That is bettergreen.com. But we're just going to preview the big game. Keep this relatively short. Hopefully, this can help you better understand this big matchup in 2 future SEC teams. But right now, it's the SEC versus Big 12. I will just point out the line. Bama is sitting at a 7.5-point favorite as we speak on Wednesday night. That line, I'm going to guess, might shift more to a 7. I think it might drop maybe 6.5. I don't think it's going to go up anymore. But Bama's a 7.5-point favorite at home, and the over/under of this game is sitting at 54.5. They did play last year in 2022. Bama squeaked by with a 20-19 win, last-second field goal, I believe, to win that game. And Ewers for Texas, their quarterback, was out relatively early. I think it was the first or second quarter with a shoulder injury. So he did not finish the game yet. Texas almost won. Bama squeaked by. But again, new year, new teams. Bama does not have their quarterback. Who was that last year?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young is gone. He's a Panther. They are also missing a couple other guys. And then Texas has pretty much reloaded everyone, obviously without Bijan. But different teams. And I just want to get your initial thought and prediction on this game.
Yeah, so obviously great game. Should be a great rematch from what, like you just said, was a great game last year. Yeah, not tough to get a read on both these teams. Their first game, Texas, was against Rice. I think they won like 37-10, somewhere in that range. Bama played. I can't even think now who Bama played.
Middle Tennessee State.
They won and covered, but they didn't show anything fancy there. They went out, played smash mouth football, and beat an inferior opponent. So tough to tell. I'm putting more stock into last year's matchup than I am week 1 of the college football season this year. But yeah, like you said, Texas was probably well on their way to a win if Ewers doesn't go down last year. And then Bama squeaked it out with that late long field goal. I actually bet Bama money line before that drive. So I remember sweating that game quite a bit. I was getting ready to go to a wedding thinking this is about to be miserable if they lose. So yeah, I was happy that Bama won last year. This year, I do think Bama wins it again. If that line does get down to 6.5, which I think it goes to 7 for sure. Which I might think about taking Bama, but yeah, 6.5, I'd definitely hit Bama. 7.5, if you put a gun to my head, I'd probably take Texas at this point to keep it within a touchdown. Yeah, I think this game probably goes over the 54.5. It's probably square as could be. Everyone's going to want to bet the over in this game, but I just think the offenses are going to put up some points here. I think Ewers has a lot to prove, but I think Alabama and Nick Saban have a lot to prove. All they've heard this whole year is, oh, they would have won if Ewers was playing. And just knowing who Saban is as a guy, he's going to want to bury that lead. Yeah. So I think Bama comes out and ultimately beats Texas. I think at this point, again, we are filming on Wednesday night, so we still have, 4 nights before this game. I would actually look at Texas first half spread plus 4.5. I think they could be leading this game at halftime and have Bama kind of blow the doors open in the second half. But I do think it's going to be a competitive first half, maybe a lower scoring first half, actually, and then points keep coming in bunches, similar to that LSU Florida State game in a way. So, yeah, I would I'm going against myself. I kind of like the over, and I kind of like Bama, but I think my favorite bets would be first half Texas and under. Mostly Texas, plus 4.5 first half.
Yeah, I do think this is going to be a pretty back and forth game. I do have 2 bets, and I usually don't like betting 2 things on one game, but I will be betting both because I can't see both losing. So at the worst case scenario, I lose, or I'm 1-1. So even money, or I guess you lose a little bit. But I'm going to take the over, like you, 54.5. Bama is a more physical, more athletic team. We all know that. That's no surprise. But the only way I think Texas stays in this game is just launching the ball deep. Bama's going to control the line of scrimmage. They're going to control the run game. So Texas is going to get shut down in the run game, I think. They also don't have Bijan, who they had last year. So I think Texas is really going to go to the air and just start chucking it deep. And I feel like Bama could give up a couple deep shots. And then I am also going to agree with you, and I'm going to take Alabama on the spread. It's minus 7.5 right now. I'm hoping that gets down to 6.5. But thought process here, Bama is either going to win this game big, say 38-13, where the over doesn't hit, but Bama covers by 25 points, or this is going to be a barn burner where it's, 40-44 and Bama doesn't cover, but the over easily goes over. So this is, again, I think I could easily see both winning too. I could see Bama, scoring 50 and Texas scoring 35. So I could easily see both winning. But there's not a world where I see both losing this game. With that being said, I am worst bets for a reason. And the worst case scenario happens more often than you think. But it's just a scenario that I really like. And I think it's worth dabbling on both picks. And we all know Bama looked really good last week. They did play Middle Tennessee State, but their quarterback, everyone's talking about the quarterback problems. He is one athletic mother effer out there. So I don't think he's going to have a problem scoring. We all know Bama's wide receivers are unreal. I didn't watch the game a whole lot, but I'm assuming they have a star running back because they always do. And then Bama's front seven on defense is just phenomenal. So I think Bama's a better team. I think the only success Texas have is through the air. So look for a lot of deep shots. And I'm hoping this is going to be a good barn burner game, but I'm hoping at the end of the game, Bama pulls away, wins by more than 7 and the over hits. But I will be sprinkling in those 2 plays.
Yeah. I mean, for those who have watched our videos this week, once again, Wyatt and I, same wavelength here.
Yes.
Which is rare.
Yeah. And I mean, we're usually not on the same. I mean, it's pretty rare. I was pretty surprised you taking the over in that because that is definitely a square play.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was surprised. I took the over last year and it did not hit.
No. Well,
I took 60s last year.
Yeah. I went heavy Bama spread last year and then heavier Bama live money line before that drive just to make my money back. So I didn't even win money on that game. I just
put it back.
Yeah.
Wasn't Bama like a 2-touchdown favorite last year?
I think they were. Yeah, they were. It wasn't even close. They might have even been 17 or 16.
Oh, it was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or 16.5, I think.
16.5. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, shoot. It was. Yeah. Because I was on that big. Dude, oh, wow.
I literally was. I have the Bama hat on. My best friends, or one of my best friends' families, I guess the whole family are kind of my best friends, but big Bama family. So I kind of by default root for Bama. And often over bet on Bama games. Do a little over drinking during Bama games, a little over betting Bama games. But yeah, I had way too much money on that Bama spread, and then again, even more money on that live money line to win my losses back. So I was going to be hurting pretty bad if Bama lost that game. But we'll see how this year goes. I'm a little scarred from last year.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just honestly hoping for a good game. All bets aside, I love watching a competitive football game with two ranked teams. I'm not going to say Texas is a college football hopeful contender because I don't believe they are, but Bama, as always, is always going to be in the race to win it all. So, yeah, I'm just hoping for a good game. I'm hoping Bama can pull away, hoping for points. But yeah, super excited with that game. That is the biggest game of the slate for the weekend. Again, we have a lot of competitive games, though, in week 2, a lot of conference play or games as well. So again, we might not talk about all the plays on YouTube, but all the plays will be posted, or write-ups on the important plays. Forgive me, not all the plays because that's a lot of football. Write-ups on the important plays will be posted on betterandgreen.com. So make sure you check those out because I will have a couple plays over there. But that's all I got. Ethan, any last words for the audience?
Yeah, I'll just quick, just did pull up my bet slip from last year. Bama was a 20-point favorite.
Oh my!
So I had Bama. I then also live bet Bama minus 9.5, and then had to save my ass with the Bama minus 0.5 before that drive. So yeah, that almost went really, really south. And then lastly, yeah, I'll just say, guys, if you like this video, if you like similar videos, we do have an NFL video out now. Came out yesterday, breaking down every single NFL game on the board this weekend. Obviously, you missed the Thursday night game, but there's still every Sunday game as well as Monday night in there. And then for more college plays, we did talk over at least 6 plays, I think even a little more on our YouTube live that we did on Wednesday night. So you can go back and find that on YouTube as well if you like these plays, giving out what I think is some pretty great information when it comes to sports betting. So yeah, check it out, and thanks for tuning in.
Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. We will see you next week on Monday, and hopefully we'll have news on Ben. But see you later, guys.
Yep. See you guys. Have a profitable weekend.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spots from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast, Better and Green.